everyone. Mama Mouse is going to be on here in a little while. Something came up at the house and she needed to jump off there. So we will continue this for about another half an hour. Um, hello. Welcome in Stevie Lee, Christine Hickman, and Tony with Phantasmic Chronicles, Pearl Manhattan. Welcome in. Like I said, we will be live for about 25 minutes or so. As soon as the live goes up for Brandy and Gigi, they are making cinnamon rolls in about 20 minutes or so. We will end the live stream and let everyone go over there. Hello. All right. So everything's going right this end. All right. So we were talking about gardening. Lady Blindwolf, welcome in. Glad that you're here. We're going to be live for just a little while. Brandy and Gigi are going to be baking cinnamon rolls on their channel at noon Central Time and 1 p.m. Eastern. So we want everyone to go over there when they pop up live. So I am putting that link in the chat now. So make sure to go over to that link and set the reminder so that you get a notification. And when it pops up, it'll pop up for me as well because I have the reminder. Make sure to go over there and tell them that Mama and PSV sent you over. And as I was saying before we had to kind of jump off Myers and Mouse, Kinsey and I are potentially going live tonight, telling ghost stories and types of things tonight. So I'm Tangled in the Magic. Welcome in. Like we are wrong stream, bud, but that's okay. We want everyone to go over there. Lady Blindwell, you are making an oracle deck. Oh, that's cool. Very nice. So Kenzie and I potentially are going live tonight telling ghost stories. If you are not subscribed to Kenzie Days, I have dropped her link in the chat. Make sure to go over and check her out because we will be on her stream. Hey, no, Mike Wheeler, you're totally cool. I'm not worried about it. I'm just glad that there's 8 people here. Welcome everyone. So we were talking about gardening over on Myers and the Mouse. So I asked oh, interesting, Lady Blindwolf. That's cool. So does anyone else in the chat garden, or are you planning to like start a garden? With everything going on, I am looking at doing a raised garden. I want to be able to like do things like lettuce because it like rejuvenates itself, and onions and potatoes and just some like random random things like that. I want to be able to have some things that I can grow myself. I'm not really good at it. I tried it a few years ago, but it didn't really go well because our soil isn't good. So I'm trying to decide. Oh, the sun went behind a cloud. My luck is going to start to rain again. So I'm trying, and I want to get into canning, but they don't really recommend water bath canning anymore. So I need to look into a pressure canner. So I want to find a pressure canner, and I also want to maybe look into a bread machine. I love making homemade bread, but I have it's probably like a sensory thing, but I hate touching raw dough. I hate like the feel of raw ground, like mixing up meatloaf for like a meatloaf, like ground beef for like a meatloaf. So uh I if I do it, I usually wear food service gloves or medical gloves, but right now those are in really high demand, so I won't be doing that. Um right now. But like Sam doesn't mind, so I might have him. I think he's gonna mix up a meatloaf mixture for dinner tomorrow. We have leftover ham for tonight, but I think tomorrow's gonna be we're just gonna make a small meatloaf, and I have like those bakeable au gratin potatoes, and I think I'm gonna do that for dinner tomorrow. Just squirrel. Mike Wheeler. I Christine says I plant tomatoes, onions, potatoes. I would plant peppers and jalapenos, but I still have a lot for mustard. Oh, peppers and jalapenos are a good one. We go through a lot of those. Are they uh, like are jalapenos pretty easy pepper to grow? Spencer Moore, welcome in. Stevie Lee says our landlord said we can put one in, but we need to get him over here. He's going to rototill for us. Oh, that's really, really nice of your landlord to do that for you, Stevie. Yummy sand going. I'm not quite sure I understand. um, so so my question is, even though my channel is called Paper, Scissors, and Vacations, oh my, if I were to record videos like me doing like making jelly and canning it, or um doing garden, like putting together a garden, would you guys be, since you guys are like you are here all the time, would you want me to start a different channel for that? Or would you be okay with that kind of videos being on my channel, even though I'm more of a crafting and vacation channel, even though right now I have a whole lot of crafting videos up? Or do you consider um, canning to be a type, or gardening to be a type of craft? So Zora says you would totally watch that. Sue says just keep it on this one. Okay, that's kind of what I wanted to know, because some people, when you deviate from the theming of your channel, they get upset. Next question. Should I just leave my channel as PSV, or should I change my channel name to reflect more of the things that I'm doing? I'd really like to keep it the same, but if you guys think I should change it, then I will try to figure out a different name. Mike Lewis says, I will say do your craft on the jars and then do videos on the jelly that you put in the jars. Well, I don't know if I can really craft on the jars, Mike, because they have to go inside of a pressure canner, and I don't know if like the stuff would come off. But you guys totally seem to be on board with that. So somewhere says, I've been wanting to learn how to pressure can. I'm assuming for the longest time. I don't know how to pressure can. I would totally be like learning along with, just keep the name, everyone knows you. I mean, that's kind of what I thought. I just wanted to know you guys, like there's 8 of you in here. It's typically you guys that are here. I would want to um, know what your thoughts are. Um, I will definitely maybe while I'm in quarantine, I will do some like research and stuff um, on like canning and gardening and like do a video of like the things that I find and stuff. So I okay, that is something that will be coming to the channel, at some point. Right now, with everybody inside, it's not like I can go buy a pressure canner or I can't go buy a bread machine. So maybe I should call it a green thumb or a black. I have a black thumb. Sam has a green thumb. Hmm. I will have to give this some thought. Yeah, definitely. Also, one of the things that I want to do is I want to learn how to cook dry beans. Um, I don't, I don't, I tried once before, but I messed it up, and I was like, forget this. I'm not doing this again. But it's something that like dried beans are so inexpensive, and I think it could be a really enjoyable like knowing that I put in the work to instead of just opening a can, you know what I mean? So, those I would definitely like decorate the jars, maybe get some like special let's see if I still have that marker. I used to have a marker, but they make special paint, they're called paint markers, but then they're like to decorate um like glass and stuff. So I could totally decorate the jars for like my dried beans and stuff. And see, Spencer, that's the exact thing that I forget. I forget to soak them the night before, or I don't soak them for a long enough time frame. So yeah, Mike does know all. Mike, yeah, try to cook him. Sam, I don't think I want to cook Sam. Oh, too funny, too funny. All right, so I will definitely start looking into um making some videos on my process of researching like recipes and like bread machines and pressure canners and things like that. And those will be some videos that will be coming eventually then to the channel. I'm gl- I'm I'm glad that like we can chat like this and I can say, "Hey, is this something that you guys would even be interested in?" And you give I know you guys will give me your true opinion instead of going, yeah, that's great. Yep, I'm unsubscribing from this because this lady's nuts now. So, and it's not something I'm sure some people would say, "Oh, well, she's just doing this because there's this fear going on or um, because there's potential for all this stuff going on." No, it's something that I've wanted to do for a while. However, I have just not had time. I've worked a full time job for 6 years, and I think that being able to go out and play in the dirt, or knowing that I can. Sam makes fantastic. Sorry, my allergies are now starting to bother me today. Um, Sam makes great homemade marinara sauce, but we can't make it in huge batches because we don't have a pressure canner to put the rest of the tomato sauce up. Having a pressure canner, we can 100% start um, buying like during the summer, the farmer's market, we can go to the farmer's market and buy seconds of the tomatoes, and Sam can make homemade marinara, and we can jar it and have it year round. My quiz is you can always throw in a craft on anything you do. Like with vegetable gardens, you can craft a little sign to know what you planted. I love that idea. I usually have a notepad around here, but you know what? When in doubt, grab a receipt, because I like the idea, and if I don't write it down, I will probably forget. Craft garden signs. Okay. Have it written down. Craft garden signs. Mike is full of good ideas. So we've got about 10 minutes. Is there I posted something on on Instagram. Oh, yeah, not a problem, Stevie Lee. I probably will have their stream going in the background. I will be getting started with some house cleaning. Um right, Spencer Moore. I have pasta sauce for all year, and it's mine. I know what's in it. I think we're going to be going back to some of those, like, you always went to grandma's house and she had, her own butter, and she had her own sauce and stuff in the jars in the pantry. And I think we're going to really be going back to a lot of that instead of the convenience um foods that a lot of people buy. Jeffrey Rin says, welcome in. We're only going to be live a little while longer. Jeffrey, Brandy, and Gigi will be making cinnamon rolls starting in about 10 minutes. So the link is in the chat if you want to find it, and make sure that you have set the reminder to go over there. And when you go over to Brandy and Gigi's stream, make sure to tell them PSV and Mama Mouse sent you. Yes, I could always decorate the sides of the garden box. That's a good idea. Lots of great ideas. Like I said, I was a little concerned that, like, you guys wouldn't feel like it belonged on my channel. It wasn't the type of channel that I set out to have. I know I haven't done a whole lot of crafting lately. It's been a lot more live streams and vacation videos on Tuesdays and Saturdays, but I hope to get back into getting at least another type of video up once a week. With me being home and, starting to work on some other things, maybe share some recipes with you, that kind of thing. All right. Well, Brandy and Gigi are going to go live in about 5 minutes, so I think I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here. We've been live for about 20 minutes. Go over there, hang out in the chat. Like I said, tell them that PSV and Mama Mouse sent you. Thank you so much for popping in over here, and we will see you later. Bye, y'all.